Hello, welcome back to Home Design Studio. This is chapter 3 of our series on how to design and model a residential project. And in this particular chapter, we are going to look on how to create levels and add the foundation walls. Now, before I move into the tutorial, I would ask you to like this tutorial because it helps me a lot. And if not yet, I would love if you subscribe to my channel because I actually make tutorials like this twice or 3 times a week. Now let us get into the tutorial. To create levels, we must be on a certain elevation. Let me go to the south elevation, and this is where we can add more levels, and we can change the height of the walls, heights of levels, and we can do a little bit of other manipulations. Now, before I go into the tutorial, I want to stretch back these levels because they are a little bit too far, which I not really like. Okay, so what we are going to do is to add a foundation level, and then after we will add the kitchen level because this project has a kind of 2 levels. We have the actual building, which has one level, and we also have the kitchen, which extends a little bit up compared to the actual building. So we will have those 2 levels, and then we will add the top level, which will be the top level of the roof. How do we add the levels then? We can select this one of the levels, and then we right click and then create similar. From that, we can now touch on the end of that particular level, and then we can type in the offset. I want the foundation to be at 0.3 meters or 30 centimeters below the ground. So I will type in 0.3, enter, and then I will extend that particular level to this one. Okay, and then I click outside, cancel twice to leave the drafting method. After finishing this one, I am going to add another level at the top, and I will do it the same way. I will right click and then create similar, and after this I will draw randomly. I do not even need to precise the heights because we are able to change them after we have placed them. Okay, and now this will be the level for the kitchen extension, a little bit up, and I will have another last one which is going to be the level of the roof. Okay, you can see that if I come closer to the edge of the previous level, there is an alignment method. If I click on that, it means that the 2 levels are aligned. All right, now we have our actual building level, we have our kitchen extension level, and then the roof level. Now let's start to add some heights to control the building height. I want the walls, my walls, to be at 3.5 For that reason, I will click on this level and then click on the height. Then I can type in the height I want. I want to add 3.5, enter. And if you remember very well, when we placed these walls, we said that the walls are connected to level 2. That's why if I change the height of level 2, the walls will also change. Okay, now let us change the height for level 3. I will type in 5.5 because this is where you want my kitchen extension. And lastly, we'll have 7.5 for top level of the roof. Okay, now we are done. Okay, but before I continue, I want to heighten these grids so that they can go a little bit up. All right, and I can do it a little bit down also. Okay, that's great. If you notice, there is a little bit of problem because the foundation and the ground levels are too close. Then there is a kind of conflict here. So let us select this grid, and if you look very close, there is a kind of elbow here. Let us click on the elbow. Maybe you have not really seen it. I am going to use another level to show you that kind of elbow that I'm talking about. This is the one which is not visible here because they overlap with the ground level. So if I click on that elbow, I am able to manipulate and change these levels so that it leaves a bit of space between the two levels which are too close. I will go back twice to kind of undo the changes, and now I'm going to do it for this particular level because this is where we have a challenge. Okay, now having this, I will then try to stretch this one so that it leaves a little bit of space between the level 1 and the foundation level. Okay, if I am actually satisfied with this one, then I will leave it. Okay, the second thing to do is to rename our levels so that we can recognize them very easily. Okay, I will call this one the foundation. Then I will click outside. I will have this warning asking me if I would like to rename it to corresponding views. I will say yes. Okay, you can see that this is the titles are a little bit longer than this extension, and I will manipulate this one to kind of host the entire heading. Now I'll go to the second level. That's actually it. Okay, we are actually done with the levels. Now let us go back to ground floor, or let's go to the 3D to kind of add the foundation walls. Okay, the best way to place the foundation walls is to go in the 3D and then go to structure, click on that, and go to the edge of every wall If I click, then the foundation wall will be at the base of the wall. Okay, click for each wall. Very well. If we go back to the south elevation, we can see that we have the foundation wall, and then we have the actual building walls. Okay, let me switch on the shaded to kind of see what we have done. This is quite nice. Okay, all right, that's it. In the next chapter, we will look on how to place the doors and windows in our particular residential project. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.